1 point. So this is a scramble, and let me show how I did it. So I did green V. So I did the tip first. With my middle finger I did this, and my index finger I pushed it like this, and then I did a B, U, and then cancel into this algorithm. These are also three alternate solutions I found on the scramble. So all of those alternate solutions are on red. So the first one is a 9 mover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then let's go on to our next one. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 11 mover, and then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So here's the scramble. So at first I saw it's like yellow V because you already have a solver bar, and here you can either choose to do a L prime first and then solve this edge like with R, B prime, R prime, or you can either choose to do R and then you can solve the V with R, B prime, R prime, and then solve this like this. Or you can also do L first and then solve this, but it doesn't change anything. It also gives you a rebate case. So I look for other things, so I changed to red color because as the same, it also have a bar. So first what I look is I know that I can solve the first layer like this, R prime, U prime, and then it will solve this both bar, and then you finish like solve this bar and then can solve the whole V layer with L prime, B prime, L. And first I'm considered doing this because it gives you a very good cancellation into a last layer algorithm, but I decided to look for more solution. I will just show you the solution again, which like this. So I decided to look for more solution. So what I ended up finding is also at blue, which I know that this edge, if I do R prime and then I just solve this edge into here with R, U, and it will set up to this case, so you can do a B prime to solve this center, and then L R prime finish the V. And as I say earlier, I already know this edge will create a bar, so yeah, it ended up give me a very good L3, so that's why I do this solution. So I will also show other solutions that are also good at this scramble. Like for example, you can do blue, you can U prime, and then do like a L R prime, and give you this super hedge. Yeah, but yeah, so not that good lah. So you can also do green, which you can solve this green yellow edge with R first, and then here when you solve the this center, this will bring this edge out, so you can solve this with RB prime. But at here, after you do the first move, you actually can do a U prime first to preserve this bar, and then do L prime, U, B prime, and it will also give you a L3. So yeah, that's all I guess. Yeah.
So on the scramble, I did the green V. So we have a green and red block, and then these centers, and we're going to use this edge to make our V. So if you do B prime, R prime, U, L prime, you get a green V, and you can also just go straight into the alg. I also looked at red. However, this is the same number of moves. They're both 10. However, the solution that I saw in red, it forces an L3, but the V isn't very good ergonomically. And another thing that I was not able to take advantage of because it would not have been better, at least for this solve. If you're a fairly intermediate solver, you will probably know like the R prime U L prime trigger. None of the V edges, or like no pieces in the V, like the V isn't going to be affected by moves that you do on the U layer, except for one edge which gets flipped, and you can change your L4E case depending on which edge you flip, which is also really easy to one look because all that happens is one edge is flipped and like a U. Just the regular scramble would have been best. None of the other solutions would have been better. So although I didn't use that, it's still important to note because that's one possibility when you have R prime, U, L prime, or L, U prime, R. So another thing that you can notice is if you rotate and do L prime, B prime, U prime, R prime, you can do ML4E, which you can actually cancel into, but this wasn't very good for ergonomics, even though it is, I believe it saves one move. And I just didn't do it because it wasn't very good ergonomically. Also, I would have just done the regular, like a regular non-ML4E solution, but that would have really bad tips. I would have to like do something like that and have a really bad pickup, or I could have solved these two and did B prime, R prime, just did the solution, and did this at the end, which I'm not very good at, and I often mess up a lot. So what I ended up doing is, rather than just the regular solution, yeah. So there. So I did the other ML4E angle. So R prime, L prime, B for tips. R prime, L prime, U, B prime. And conveniently, when you finish the V, your hands are perfectly in position to do the ML4E. And then you just do L, R, U prime, R prime, L prime, U prime.
So this is the scramble. So at first I thought of doing the green V, but it gives a case like this, which is not that good. It's fairly good to execute, but it's harder to one look. So then we go back to the scramble. Okay, so then I looked at this, then I realized I could preserve this bar. So then I can do by just doing my V like this. That's probably a way I can do is like doop. Yeah, and then you can just do it like that. But I do not have the. I'm not good enough. I don't have the dexterity to do that. Oh my god. So basically, I just did the, I guess, safer solution, where it's just like tips first, doop, and because I was just like unsure which L3 I'm getting, is either this one, and yes, it is this one. I thought I could have gotten something like this, so I got this case, and it's just a UAF, which is really finger trickable, really good.
So myself as a 161 was pretty nice. And okay, so the first solution that you might look at is red. You can put this down to insert this, and you get a really nice case. Which is like really nice, but like it's a bit finger tricky, so you gotta be like do tips and also do that. But it's actually a good solution overall. I just didn't like feel like one looking it. It's really bad. Okay, so what else I saw is I saw this, and this can be translated to this case. This very spammy one, and I know that if there's a L4 on top, there'll be like some sort of like L3E on the bottom, like a V that you can solve with L3E. So I look down and I look here, it's a hedge. It's a hedge. So you can do this and solve the V into the spammy case. And you can also do this like over here, because it's basically like this case. Yeah. And then like I know that if I do this, the tips aren't really nice. If I do this, I have to rotate out and then do the case, which is like a lot of moves. So what I considered to do is I'll do hedge. I rotate here to do ML4E because it's much faster. So I did tips. I hedge, rotate out, and then I just did the ML4E, which is like pretty straightforward. Honestly, the solution on red isn't that bad. You can actually cancel it out. I just didn't saw it. You can also do like a really weird V on blue. You can do this. Usually Polish. It all gives like really nice cases, but like I think that this case, this solve is more spammy. Yeah, and I could have done it like on top. I could have done it like this, and I can do ML4E, but like my ML4E out doesn't start like over here. Yeah. And okay, I'm yapping, but can also do this V. So on green, no, on red, no, oh wait, on blue, do two tips. You can do this into like this very mid case, but like honestly, the solution that I chose is like probably the best. It's very spammy.